Guys, how we doing? I'm Ryan Mack. Welcome back to Train Guys, and let's fly through this week's fundamentals. Why is that separate? I don't know why that happened there. Ah, shit. Hold on. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Right. Where are the sessions? Calendar. So as always, guys, this is Forex Factory. You all know Forex Factory, predominantly for information, data, fundamentals. This is really what I use. Trading economics, you get far more information data on here, right? However, like I explained in some previous videos, the reason why I don't use this to cover my weekly fundamental review is because when you select the countries, look, hold on. Oh, sorry, wrong. Back. There's a way to select the countries. Oh, there it is. It's at the bloody top, that's why. Hold on. Yeah, look. When you select the countries, it's a fucking nightmare, right? You're jumping around, trying to click here and click there to get the ones that you want. When it comes to Forex Factory, you just come here, look. It's all the main countries, you know. So this is why I use it. It's much easier. However, there is far more information over here. It says US government data. May be impacted by the shutdown. Tentative events are subject to delay. So yeah, we have to remember there's a US government shutdown right now, guys. This also means, in terms of this, where we get things like, wait, I'll just show you. Hold on. Let's just go to something, GBP USD. So when we come across here, things with government shutdown, see what it says here, COT, commitment of traders. You're not going to have updated COT data. So you've got this, or you'll have this, but this isn't the updated. So there you go. Look, last updated 23rd. There's no new updated commitment of traders data, and that is because the US government have had a shutdown just now. Okay, it's going to affect the market. Well, it's not going to affect the market massive. It's going to affect certain things within the US. So let's just get started, guys. China, sorry. As you know, I go through each pair individually, apart from AUD, China, and New Zealand. Okay, that is because of correlation. They are all positively correlated. If China is up, AUD and NZD potentially will go up. Not potentially. More often than not will go up, right? If China is down, then both of them will come down. It's called positive correlation, where they are correlated with each other. AUD and USD are what's called negative correlation. So if USD is going strong, AUD will more often than not be coming down, be negative. If AUD is coming up, USD will come down. So it's negative correlation, right? They run an opposite to each other. Let's just fly through this because I need to head out. What have we got next week? Last week, sorry. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Bearish, but it's getting better. This is still bullish, but it's dropped slightly, but it's still bullish because it's above 50. Bullish, bullish, stagnant but bullish. Bullish. Bearish. Still in a surplus, but it's dropped. Let's see next. Commodities pricing, what we've got coming up. This pack, bank holiday, official cash rate. Oh, so look, NZD are looking at having a rate cut. Now, if the rate cut comes in and it is 2.75, there won't really be a bearish reaction because it's already anticipated, right? It's already priced into the market. However, fuck's sake, excuse me, guys. If the price cut, doesn't go ahead and it remains at 3%, you'll probably see a bullish reaction in the market. On the flip side of that, if there's another shock and it comes in at 2.50%, you probably see that there is a bearish reaction in the market, all right, because it's like a shock to the system. But this coming in less at 2.75. Sorry, my mouth's watering like fuck again. I'm starving because I don't eat until like 1 p.m. I always do intermittent fasting until 1 p.m. and it's now 10 in the morning. That's why you're like, he's always fucking mouth-watering videos. It's because I'm fucking starving. But I just smash out the fasts. That's the reason. Yeah, so if you get a shock to the system where it comes in at like 2.50, then you get a bearish reaction. But if this comes in dropped at 2.75, and you might even get a bullish reaction in the market, you'd be like, well, there's a rate cut. How the fuck is it bullish? Well, it's because it was already anticipated, already priced in. It's not a shock to the system, all right? So, AUD, even though we had a little bit of shitty numbers, we still had some really good numbers as well. So I'm still keeping AUD in strong for now. NZD, I'm keeping in weak because it's not really good. I've also got CHF in neutral because I just always have that in neutral, right? I've already put it in. Okay, CAD. Let's do CAD now. CAD should be weak as well. What's that? Last week? Oh yeah, yeah, weak. Not much data, but still weak. And oil is coming down as well. So if you come across to oil, I actually took an oil trade. Sorry if you're in the group. I didn't give it in my group. Normally I do, but I just thought it was more of a punty trade. And look, it was actually picture fucking perfect. Look, bang, bang, bang. Came back up, retest. I literally entered here. I don't know why it's not showing. I literally entered here and came down. Although this account here isn't a live account, I do it on here so you can see it, but I also had it in all my live accounts as well. All right, normally you had the red marker for entrance around here, and I closed it around here. All right, but you can see that's running well. Potentially going to break down, come back down, retest here, and away it goes. All right, moving back. So when it comes to the Canadian economy, if oil is doing well and it's going strong, the Canadian currency will be strong. But if oil's doing shit, then the Canadian currency will do shit, as we've seen. All right, this is good numbers. Anything above 50 is good, but it's not enough to make it strong. It's not enough to help the economy. Unemployment rate is potentially coming in higher, which is not good. So yeah, for me, CAD is shit. We don't need to look at CHF. That's just always neutral. China, we've already done. So I'm putting CAD in weak. And it's going to stay in weak. They're all pretty much the same, to be honest, as last week. So, as always, when it comes to the Eurozone, we don't really care about Spain and Italy. They just don't have large enough economies for us to really care about. However, when it's stuff like CPI year on year, we do have a look at it because it is going to have an effect. So, look, this is red here. Don't think that that's bearish. It's better than the previous year. So CPI year on year has come in higher. That's bullish. That's a good thing. The reason why it's red is that it was forecasted to come in higher at 3.1. It didn't come in as high as forecasted, so they've made it red here, okay? But if you look at the previous, 2.7, it has increased, which is bullish, okay? Don't just look at the colour red and think, oh, that must mean bearish. No, it doesn't. Bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, 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 bullish, bearish, 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 stagnant, bullish, 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 bearish, 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 bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish. So you've just got massive mixed data there, right? It's pretty much 50 50 or 55 45 kind of thing. That's just down as mixed data. I will, however, still keep Eurozone in strong just now. However, it will remain, like I said, the last 2 weeks. It's weak bullish, okay? Weak bullish. It's not a strong bullish, it's a weak bullish. It's more stable to strong as opposed to full blown strong, okay? So it's just important to note that there are some differences. Next week, what we got? Retail sales, want to see that. French trade balance, German trade balance, yeah. We've got a couple of things we want to see next week, but nothing major, alright? GBP, let's have a look. Bullish, bullish. I mean, it's still positive, so bullish, but it has dropped. Bullish, bearish, sticky, bullish. Still negative, but bullish. Yes, it is bullish. Bullish, bearish, bullish. Okay, so the pound is still strong for me. Again, I would say it's the same as the Eurozone. It's weak bullish for now. Okay, I'm still going to keep it in strong though. GBP in strong. Next week we've got. Yeah, we don't have much next week. We like to see construction PMI and stuff like that, but excuse me, we don't have much for next week, so I'm just going to fly on. Japanese yen. I think we had some good numbers last week. However, it's still weak, right? It's still, the economy is still pretty fucked. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Bullish, bullish, bearish, bearish. Bullish, bearish. Okay. One of my guys in the group, Andreas, was asking, why did the Japanese yen appear to be flying last week? Let's just have a look and I'll show you. All it was, it's just purely profit taking, guys. It's not flying. Let's look, for example, Euro Japanese yen. Look, see this? It's just profit taking. Look, previous high. Once it gets to previous highs, all the big organizations, institutions take the profit. Bang, bang, bang. See, they build up their positions long term. And when they take profit, taking profit is instant. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Taking profit's rapid. Building positions takes time. Taking your profit is quick. Building positions takes time. Taking your profits is quick. Okay? That's all it is. It's just profit taking. Boom, back down to the next area of value. Small candle, larger golfing. Bang. Away we go. And off she goes. And it happened on, I'm not going to show you all the pairs. You can look at it yourself. But it happened on all the Japanese pairs. It appeared to get this strength out of nowhere, but it didn't get any strength. All it was profit taking. All right. Where are we? Let's look. Japanese yen is still weak for me, as always. NZD we've done. Pending home sales, bullish. Was that last week? Yeah, okay. Bearish. 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 Bullish. Bearish. Bullish. 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 Sorry, bearish. Sorry. Bearish, bullish, bullish. So a bit of mixed data there, and the UK is the US is is a bit wishy-washy. But remember, there's not a lot of data there come out for the US because they've had a government shutdown. Okay, so we need to wait on that. Numbers will possibly be revised when they come out again next week or when it reopens. Now, see, look, there it is. I didn't even realise that it actually tells you events are subject to delay, revision, or cancellation. I hadn't even noticed it already told me that there. But there you go. Next week, yeah, we've got a lot of information potentially coming out. Unemployment claims, FOMC meetings, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, if that's going to be revised, unemployment rate. So we may have a revision on NFP, okay? So for me, USD, I've still got it in neutral, right? It's still fairly neutral for me. So just to summarize, I've got strong AUD, Euro, and GBP, they're strong. They're weak bullish, right? I've still got them under the category of strong, but they're weak bullish in my opinion. All right, weak in my opinion. NZD, Canada, and Japanese yen. Neutral, CHF, Swiss franc, USD, and USD. I always have Swiss franc in neutral because I'd never really trade it based on strong data or weak data because it never really has any. It's always very stagnant and flat. I trade it based on market sentiment. Is it risk on sentiment or risk off sentiment? Okay, let's jump across here. Let's have a look at smart bias and let's just see what these guys have got. Now remember, when it comes to my opinion on these, sometimes, fucking hell, sorry. Mouse water like fuck again. Sometimes my opinion on these vary. I might say that this is neutral, and this occasion it is neutral, and they might say bullish, right? It's not that I'm right and they're wrong, it's that we just have different views on the scale of the market. These guys are normally talking about what's happening right now, like today, tomorrow, and this coming week. And I'm talking about what's happening in the overall grand scheme of things, like based on this month and the next 3 to 6 months, right? So we have a different view. This one takes into account, look, like the market moving up here on the hourly time frame and coming back down here on the hourly time frame, and I take into account this on the weekly time frame, like constantly moving up over the next 3 months on the weekly time frame, right? But let's just say this was the hourly time frame. These guys, their bias, they're basing it on this. Is it, is it weak? Is it weak this week? Is it strong next week? Is it weak next week? Is it strong next week? But I'm basing it on, right, even here I'd be like, yeah, it's overall strong, so I'm waiting for this to take it long. You know what I'm saying? So that's why there can sometimes be differences in what we're looking at, but that's the reason why. It's based on duration. So USD neutral. Yeah, I've got it in neutral. Euro weak bullish, that's what I've got. GBP weak bullish, yep. CAD bearish, yeah, I've got CAD weak, yep. AUD bullish, yep, I've got AUD bullish. NZD weak bearish, yep, I've got it in bearish. Japanese yen, I've got it as weak, they've got it as neutral. What's this, CHF? CHF, they've got it as weak bearish, and I've just got it in neutral. Okay, that's just because I trade it based on market sentiment. Okay, I'm currently in buys on AUD Japanese yen. Okay, so look, break above, retest, reject. Break above, didn't quite reach here, obviously, but it's came back down, retested this zone, and in. So I'm currently in this trade. I think I entered it a little bit prematurely. I entered it around here, and then it pulled back down, and now it's kind of came back up, but that's fine. I'm just going to hold it. You might find it even bounces around for a bit to gather some orders, and then it goes, right? But that is the only trade I'm in just now. I'm in it across like 5 different accounts. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I need to rush, so I'm not going to bother covering markups just now. I'll probably do it during the week for my guys in the Discord channel, okay? But yeah, hope this was beneficial for you. I will upload it later on. If you're going to trade this week, be safe. Don't over-risk. Follow your rules. Don't break your fucking rules. Don't over-trade. Don't over-trade. Don't over-risk. And yeah, be safe. Have a good week.